Means you don't have two hands on him. There are not many kids that can win too many one-on-one solo tackles with him. It's going to take a gang effort on defense. We're going to have to be relentless and swarm to the football. And, we need 5 or 6 kids around the football on every play if we're going to expect to contain him. Really, you don't stop Tank, a kid of his athletic prowess. You slow him down. You control him. You try to keep him in check with our schemes. And those elite kids, they have a tendency to come unraveled when they don't experience the success that they're expecting. That obviously is a part of the psychological warfare of football, where you can win the mental battle just by doing your job. Tonight's about us not beating ourselves. It's not about us going out and outperforming Callaway. We just got to execute, and it should be a great football game.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Appreciate it. Go Grangers.
Go Grangers. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the coin toss, and then the kickoff. But first, let's step aside for this break. This is LaGrange High School Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Kia LaGrange, the 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look, take a test drive, take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stop number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You're part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com. Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Back again here at Callaway Stadium. Quick look at the scoreboard. The Troop Tigers, well, they beat Columbus last night, but they had to come from behind to do it. They defeated Columbus 68-13. Cartersville is hosting Luella. Central Carroll is hosting Mundy's Mill. Sandy Creek is hosting Hampton. Cedartown and Chapel Hill both have the night off. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups. But first, let's step aside for this break. This is Granger Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, football fans. This is Jonathan Moosemat from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. In our 27th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram. You want pizza. Your whole family wants pizza. But you want it your way, and the kids want it 3 different ways. So what do? You need Your Pie in LaGrange on Bull Street, because at Your Pie, you get your own pizza pie, made just for you. Add as many toppings as you want, and the kids make theirs as wacky as they like. Then you enjoy your pizza at Your Pie while your family debates what your youngest ordered. Is it a pizza or a new dish altogether? Your Pie, Bull Street, downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
We'll do the Your Pie starting lineups in just a second, but first let's go down to the sideline. Tommy Whitworth, you had the coin toss. What happened?
We did. Callaway, as the visiting team, chose tails. It came up heads. We won, deferred to the second half. We will be going from the left side over here on the scoreboard side toward town from the south side to the north side, and start off on defense.
All right.
Well, our captains were Charles Crawford, Quincy, Roland, Jonathan Sutton, and Jaquavius Bowles.
All right. Starting lineup brought to you by Your Pie of LaGrange over on Bull Street in downtown LaGrange. And it was not given a starting lineup for the Callaway Cavaliers, but we do have one for the Grangers. Starting on defense across the line, we'll see Jamari Cameron, Thad Dixon, Jonathan Sutton, and DeMonte Kelly. Linebackers are Jarno Huzzy, Quay Bowles, Jaquez Smith, and Andraka Martin. And the defensive backs are Charles Miller, Montavious Martin, and Adrian Taylor. The starting lineups for the offense for the Grangers across the line, we'll see Kavarius Perry, Will Flowers, Trudarius Moses, Keon Milton, and Kinsey Rowland. Tight end will be Cole Crawford. Receivers, Sam Yates, Xavius Reed, and Logan Karcher. Running backs will be bouncing between Kale Gibbs and Andre Canty. And the quarterback, of course, number 14, Charles Crawford. The Grangers are in their blue jerseys, their home blues, with that silverish gray numbers with the white outlines, gray pants. Of course, the silver helmet with the Granger star. And likewise, the Callaway Cavaliers in white jerseys, also with a lighter kind of a silverish off-white numbers and white pants and white helmets. Used to seeing them with a black helmet with the red C, but not here. It's all white. And goodness gracious, Tom, we have a hard enough time with the home numbers, seeing those numbers. We're going to have a hard time with Callaway's numbers, being able to see them as well.
They're very light gray or silver color with a black trim on them, and unless you're close up on it, I don't see how you can tell from up in the booth out there. I'll try to help you out as much as I can down here.
I appreciate that. My eyes are getting old as it is.
We got 2, 3, and 4 in the deep territory for Callaway. Of course, 2 is Coleman, 3 is Freeman, and 4 is Bigsby.
And here we go. About to kick off. That's Caleb Seha getting ready to kick this off, and there he goes. And it's going to be on the left side, fielded about the 25-yard line to the 30, hemmed up and brought down just across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. And that's where Callaway will start.
Good high kickoff with a very short return. He caught it on 25, brought it out to the 31. So, well, they're going to spot it on the 30, so it was only a 5-yard kickoff return. Excellent coverage on that.
Demetrius Coleman, number 1, lined up at quarterback. Quick out pass to the flat, caught at the 35, dragged down at the 39-yard line, lost his helmet.
That was Suggs, that was Freeman, number 2.
Yep. Jacob Freeman, he'll come out because the helmet wasn't cinched up tight enough. So he'll come out for one play.
It seems like we've seen a lot of helmets popping off this year.
They don't seem to be tightening them up as like they did back when we played. Of course, those helmets are a whole lot safer now than they were when we played. One receiver to the right side. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Handoff up the middle as it crosses the 40. Brought down near the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Tank Bigsby with the carry. Just needed a yard and got 5.
Just a simple, direct handoff to the left side, and was able to pick up and push the line back 5 yards.
He is a patient runner. He tap danced a little bit, waited for the hole to open, and once he did, he just exploded through it. 2 receivers to the right. Rolling out to his right, passing, looking, lots of time. Now he just unloads a home run ball, and it's going to be caught at about the 10-yard line. Number 5, and Antonez Blunt.
It was a little underthrown. If it would have been on the money, he would have danced into the end zone. He beat our corner just about 3 yards.
Down to the 10, 1st. And, 1st and goal as the chains are lying on the ground. Coleman with the snap. Give to Bigsby, and he's going to bowl his way to about a 5-yard gain. 2nd and goal.
Got Jarno Huzzy and Jaquavius Bowles in on the tackle on there.
Blunt split out on the far side. Coleman waiting for the snap. Fakes to Bigsby. Keeps it himself. He's stopped, but then he twists away and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 5-yard quarterback keeper, and Callaway is on the board first quick.
Just a quick counter, and he read the defense well, kept the ball, and slid in for the touchdown.
Waiting for the extra point. Snap, bad snap, and it's going to be run to the right side, and down he goes. So the extra point is no good. 9:56 left to go in the first quarter. It's Callaway 6, LaGrange nothing. LaGrange getting the ball back. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. It's TOWD at Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new, updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Son number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Seems just like yesterday. He was running around the backyard playing football with his little brother, dreaming about the big game. Now he's here. He worked hard to make the team, and he's ready to take the field. And it's Synovus. We're here to cheer him on. From meeting your personal and business banking needs to pulling for the hometown football team on Friday nights, we're proud to be a part of our community. We're Synovus, the bank of here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
A 70-yard drive is 6 for the Cavaliers. Now the Grangers look to respond, fielding at the 10 to the 15 to the 20. And oh my goodness, he had a lot of room. It was an ankle tackle. Number 13 for the Grangers, Dylan Norville. Just a little bit of an ankle tackle, enough for him to stumble and falls to the turf. The ball will be spotted just past the 25, making the 27-yard line.
Right at a 19-yard return, he caught the ball on about the 8-yard line and took it up to the 27 and had a little seam that he hit. Could have gotten 5 or 10 more yards, most likely.
Two receivers to the left side, one to the right. Crawford looking to pass, lots of time, now no time as he is going to be brought down. Well, actually, they're going to blow the whistle before they bring him down.
Number 9, Suggs, came in there real quick from the right side on Crawford's left side and just held him up to there very quick.
Yeah, to the 22, loss of 5 on the play. Looked like he had time, and then all of a sudden Suggs just found an opening and zipped through it and disrupted. One receiver to the right side, 2 to the left. Low snap.
Ball on the ground.
Yeah, and I don't think LaGrange has it.
I know they don't.
Yeah.
Not a good exchange between Canty and Crawford.
Well, it started with the snap. Crawford had to pick it up off the ground, and then he didn't look like he fully secured it before Canty tried to get it, and then Canty bobbled it. And
number 90, Caden Prather, picked up the fumble, and what just happened to be right there where it is. Recovered it on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 20.
9:06 to go in the first quarter. Callaway with a 6-0 lead and with the ball in the Grangers' red zone already. 2 receivers to the right side. Coleman's going to go under center. Bigsby, he's a good 7 yards, and they're going to give the pitch to Bigsby. He's going to try that right side. Follows the blocker, gets across the 15, down near the 11-yard line, gain of 9. He averaged around 5 or 6 yards a carry last year. Not very many big yards, but he ate up yardage. And when you go from 1st and 10 to second and 1 in this case, that opens up a lot of possibilities. They're going to give it to Bigsby. Nope, Bigsby's going to. Well, I guess they did keep it.
Kept it down. He got it down to about the 5-yard line, between the 5 and 6. So it'd be 1st and go from the 5 and.
Quarterback faked me out because it looked like he was a fake, and then went to pass, and he sold that pass really well. Other Grangers bid on it, but Bigsby was able to get some positive yards in the first down and give it to Bigsby again, and he's going to somersault into the end zone for a touchdown. And a late skirmishing in the backfield after the play. We'll see what that's about, but it's going to be after the touchdown.
Adrian Taylor got tangled up with the wide receiver number 3 for them. Looks like Jalen Shepard got into it, and I believe it's probably going to offset, but it looked like there was a little more on the Callaway end on that.
Let's see what the white hat says. He's walking up to about the 10-yard line. He's going to face the press box. And he's going to say 2 fouls, unsportsmanlike conduct against LaGrange and unsportsmanlike conduct against Callaway. Yep, and that means that they're unsportsmanlike conduct each. The next unsportsmanlike conduct either one of those players gets will be an ejection. So 8:17 left to go in the quarter, first quarter. Callaway up 12-0, but we still have a PAT to go.
The only thing that's gone right for us tonight is the center snap on the first extra point. Maybe we can replicate this here. And
Coach said in the pregame interview that if the Grangers can frustrate Callaway, keep them a short yardage, they may have a tough time with it for the rest of the game. But it looks like the Grangers are the ones that are starting to get a little frustrated. Got to stop them. So now we're still waiting.
He got to walk. Well, it was half the distance for us, which was only 1.5 yards, and then 15 yards against Callaway, so they're moving the ball back to the 16-yard line.
That doesn't make sense. I thought it was offsetting and just.
Well, they marked off both penalties for some reason. They got to think about this now. Let's see.
And if they're going by, who started it, I guess they're ascertaining that LaGrange started it, so that was the first penalty, and then the retaliation with Callaway. I'm guessing that's what they're doing because they do have the ball spotted about the 15-yard line. And now the White Hat's going to go over and explain it to Coach Wiggins. And the other referee is going to explain it to Coach Gibbs. And someone asked me today, since I referee soccer, if I'd be interested in refereeing football. And I'm like, no, thank you.
That is a thankless job. I know most of these referees out here, and they're great people, do a wonderful job. Your perspective of it changes a whole lot when you're down on this field and you can see, first of all, the speed of the play and what they have to make a decision so quick. It's easy it appears easy up in the stands to make a second hand, but it's a very difficult job, and they do a remarkably good job.
Yeah, I'm really nervous. September 21st, I'm going to be in Montgomery with on the line for a soccer game with 18-year-old USYS national teams. And imagine, me being on the side judge chasing after seniors. That's going to be tough.
I hope they YouTube that.
Thankfully, the center referee with the whistle is also a paramedic. I hope we don't need his duties for that. But
they're going to move the football back. What they still thinking about it now? They're going to probably bring that ball back to about the 8-yard line.
And the White Hat, the head referee, is now explaining to Coach Gibbs. Actually, looks like they're going to put it back at the original PAT spot, which makes sense to me since they offset.
I think so, too. I mean, it was.
I'd prefer it be the other way, but this makes sense. All right, the extra point attempt. Blake Eubanks with the attempt. Waiting for the snap, a better snap. Better spot. Kick is up and whistle's blown.
I don't think it was any good. Offside against LaGrange. After the distance goal, it was re-kick. It was wide to the left.
Now it makes me wonder if they're going to go for two now, being it's going to be at the 1 instead of the 2-yard line. And
got a Granger down on this. He looked like he may have landed on his stomach, knocked his breath out or something. But I did not see who jumped off sides on that. It looked like it was a pretty clean play, but apparently he jumped just a little ahead.
And while the player's down, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. It is 12-0 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers. With a PAT coming, we'll be back in 30 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Forgot to mention that the opening kickoff is sponsored by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. As my good friend Moose Map says, get ready to smile, and you'll get all kinds of smiles when you get the good deals there at Glenn Smith in Opelika. This broadcast of Granger.
Up. Yeah. I'm trying to see who that's Jarno Huzzy down on
This broadcast of Granger football is authorized under the rights granted to Eagles Nest Incorporated by LaGrange High School, and it's intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of LaGrange High School is prohibited. Don't do it. 12-0 Callaway Cavaliers with 8:17 to go in the first quarter. And I did not see what happened. Tommy is efforting to find out.
I didn't find out either. He apparently ran into somebody and is down. It's Jarno Hussey, number 3, is down. And Dr. Guy's out there attending to him as we speak, plus a trainer.
How long has Dr. Danny Guy been on the sideline for these games? I know as long as I've been broadcasting, since 2003.
But before most of these players was born.
Well, I'm about to say, 2003, that's 16 years old. That's about the time a lot of these kids were born.
I think he came in the early 90s and has been doing it ever since.
Goodness gracious. When I first started doing these broadcasts, the freshmen for sure hadn't even been born yet. I think I just got another gray hair. We hope the best for Jarno. No idea what the injury is. I'm not going to speculate.
Well, I'll catch up with Dr. Guy when he gets in, see what he can tell me. He may not be able to tell a whole lot.
Yep.
They have to be kind of cautious.
I'll tell you what. He's still on the ground. He is moving, so that's definitely a good thing. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and take another break. And we'll be back. A 30-second break. It is 12-0 in favor of the Cavaliers here on the Eagles Sports Network.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Granger's football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Back again here at Callaway Stadium. Take a look at some scores from around the region. It is Cartersville with an early 7-0 lead over Luella over at Wyman Stadium. And let's see. Let's scroll on through. Sandy Creek and Hampton, no score as of yet. We got a region score for varsity softball. How about this? Troup County defeating Sandy Creek 9-7 in girls softball. And, of course, the Troup Tigers defeating Columbus last night 68-13 down at Kinnett Stadium. And that's it. That's all the scores that we have so far in region play. Of course, Central Carroll's taking on Mundy's Mill. And we'll effort to get that score as we go on. Players still down, unfortunately. The referees are all gathered there around the 5-yard line. And notice where they're standing. I've had to learn this over the years refereeing, that you have to kind of make sure you watch the whole field. Really don't think this will happen, but you never know when teenagers get teenagery. They want to make sure they watch both teams to make sure there's no fisticuffs, no issues going on. They want to just keep an eye on it. They're doing a good job of monitoring what's going on.
They do a good job of explaining to the captains how important it is to keep everybody keep a level head and not to lose your cool.
Both teams down on one knee. The players that were on the field for Callaway are on the field. All the Grangers are off on the sidelines. And noticeably cooler out there. I thought it might be still hot. It had a high near, up in the 90s, but it's Said it was around 85 at kickoff, and now that the fireball has gone down behind the trees, I imagine it's much cooler down there now. Unfortunately, the fans kind of getting a little restless, kind of, really concerned about this young man. Jarno still over there. Now a crowd of folks. I imagine there's family members out there. Looks like some fans, some spectators, family maybe out there on the field.
I think his mother came out of the stands. I saw her heading down that way.
Well, 8:17 left to go in this first quarter. The Callaway Cavaliers opened the drives, the first drive, starting at their own 30. Had a long pass play from their own 44 down to the 10-yard line. And then 2 plays later, a 5-yard touchdown quarterback keeper as Demetrius Coleman ran it in for 5 yards. Extra point was a bad snap, bad spot, so they weren't able to get the extra point there. So it's 6-0 Callaway. LaGrange on the second play of their drive fumbled the ball away. Prather for Callaway recovered it. So they started 1st and 10 on their own, on the Granger 20-yard line. And then 3 plays later, a 5-yard touchdown run by Tank Bigsby makes the score currently 12-0. The PAT was negated by an offside by LaGrange, so Callaway will try it again, but that is where the stoppage happened, and that's where we are at right now. 12-0 in favor of Callaway with 8:17 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to step aside and take another 30-second break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Mooseman from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the team, coaches, band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and fans. We are proud to be your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, football fans. We've got 2 hours worth of coaches shows on Eagle 102.3. The Key of LaGrange coaches shows live Monday nights from Your Pie in downtown LaGrange from 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock. LaGrange College starting at 7 o'clock until 7:30. And then following that is the Callaway High School Coaches Show, Coach Wiggins and friends. And then 8 o'clock, it is the Troop High School coaches, Coach Tanner Glisson. And then saving the best for last, Coach Chuck Gibbs at 8:30 with LaGrange High School. And that's Jack Moman and Andrew Caraway do a good job with that. And I might sneak over there sometime. With my work schedule, it doesn't seem to keep me from being there on Mondays, but I just might sneak over there sometime. It will be the LaGrange Area Coaches Show. That's live Monday nights at Live from Your Pie, downtown LaGrange from 7 until 9 on Mondays. Tell you what, let's step aside just for a station identification. It is the top of the hour. Let's do a station identification right here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
And you're listening to LaGrange High Granger football on WLAG AM 1240 and FM 96.9 in LaGrange. Alongside Tommy Whitworth, I'm Michael Buchanan. Our producers, Ronnie Kay and Spencer Barge. Board operators, Chloe Harrell and Angela Kabansky. Glad to have you with us. Unfortunately, the circumstances is not very good so far. Still a LaGrange player still being tended to.
They got him on the stretcher now, and hopefully they can get him to the hospital and get him evaluated. Hopefully this is more precautionary than anything. It looks like it's something going on with his lower extremities because he's moving his hands and arms at will, and he's sitting up on his.
Sitting up on the stretcher, yeah. That's a good thing.
He's sitting up on the stretcher. He's walking now.
Yeah, they're gonna hobble him off. He says, "Get me off that stretcher. You ain't wheeling me out of here."
Yeah.
In fact, he's not even being helped. He went on and started hopping off on his own, putting no pressure on that right leg whatsoever. But dadgummit, he is hopping on his own. Somebody trying to hold him back to slow him down. There's no slowing him down. He's gonna hop over here to the tent and be tended to there. But that's definitely good. Not good to see that he's not putting any pressure on the leg, but definitely good to see.
That was the best hop off of the field I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, he kind of slid off the board when they went from the board to the stretcher.
So Callaway is going for 2 after the penalty, bringing the ball to the 1 yard line. Going to give to Tank, and they're going to have a hard time stopping him. He's in for the 2-point conversion.
They stopped him, but just a half a yard short.
8:17 to go in the first quarter. It is Callaway 14, LaGrange nothing. LaGrange looking to answer. And we'll be back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
You're listening to an Eagles Nest Incorporated station, Eagle Sports, WLAG AM LaGrange, and W245AW FM LaGrange.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
14-0 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers. They're kicking the ball off now, and it's going to bounce at the 8 and fielded at the 10, and then run out of bounds. Dylan Norville.
About the 22, 23-yard line.
So LaGrange will start 1st and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Yep.
Okay, just got to settle down, make a few first downs, get some momentum back in this game, and
nice long drive, kind of wearing down the defense would be in order, but let's see what happens. Rolling out to his left, Crawford under some pressure, escapes one tackler, and he's going to keep it himself. Gets across the 20, 25, out of bounds around the 27-yard line. And that had to have been a coverage. I couldn't look downfield to see what the coverage was, but I imagine the coverage was pretty good.
He did an excellent. I wasn't watching that. I was watching the protection. Protection was fairly good for a moment or two, but then it broke down. But he made a good job of recovering and gaining 4 yards out of the scramble.
Up to the 28, 2nd and 6. One receiver to the left side, one right. Crawford, low snap. He throws it out of bounds around the 35-yard line. The closest receiver was Tristan Smith, but unfortunately he's standing on the sideline with his helmet off.
Adrian Traylor was a wide out over there.
And
we got a Callaway fella down right now.
Yep. Referee calling for a timeout, for an official's timeout.
That's Suggs over there.
He was on his stomach. He rolled over to his back. $7:56 to go.
Keyshawn Suggs, number 9, the right defensive end, who's been putting pressure on us all night long. He gets up and walks off. He should be fine.
Yep. Walking off, able to put pressure on both legs. He'll be back in there easily. 7:56 to go in the first quarter. 14-0 Callaway. LaGrange with the ball. Third down and around 6. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Crawford calling the play. Good snap. Hands the ball off, and lots of room across the 30, near the 35-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. I think he's got it.
Caleb Ross picked up. He was just a quick hitter up the middle. Center Will Flowers made a big block to open up the middle. So,
and they are going to move the chains. Fresh set of downs for the Grangers. 1 snap at a time, 1 first down at a time. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Low snap again. Crawford able to pick it up, hand it off across the 35 to the 36-yard line, gain of 2.
Had a good hold there for a second, but it closed from behind through the left defense end. There we got Jonathan Sutton down.
Yeah, he's moving around, but he's writhing in some pain.
Jamar Jones, number 11, came in and made an excellent play on defense for the Callaway Cavaliers.
Now he's rolled over on his back. We're not 5 minutes into this game. We've had 3 stoppages for injuries. That's how hard hitting these guys are today. Sutton's.
Dr. Guy's going to get his workout. No, that wasn't Jonathan Sutton. I got the wrong number on that right there. That was
Keon Milton, 59. So he's come off the field. So now it's 2nd down and 8. Rangers line up with 3 receivers on the left side, 1 right. Crawford in that modified pistol formation. Another low snap, skips off the ground. He's able to pick it up, and he is going to go down.
We got a face mask
around the
him.
33. Yeah, he did. I saw that from way up here. I don't have a flag in my pocket. And it's a personal foul. It's a 15-yard variety.
I think there are 3 flags on the field, so they ought to give them 3 penalties for that.
I don't think it works that way. Flag thrown at the 30-yard line, so they'll probably spot it at the 45 if my math is right. And it is. Of course, there's another flag at the 43. It'd be nice if they could have spotted it, they marked it off from there, but no dice.
I think Jonathan just wanted to throw that flag out there.
So a fresh set of downs for the Grangers, trailing 14-0. Ball at their 45-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Crawford with a man in motion. Good snap. Big rush at him. And he's going to try to scamper. He does across the 40 to about the 42, but that is it.
We are getting no containment right now. They're kind of rushing at will the last 2 plays. They've just been pinning their ears out and coming back. Well, I would look for maybe a screen pass or a quick hitch pattern or something. or
Coach Gibbs did say in the pregame interview that they've got a couple of plays where if they come in with a certain type of blitz, it's going to be 6 for LaGrange. That's going to empty out the middle of the field. Crawford's got to get the ball off to him, though.
We got them offside, so number 9, Suggs, jumped offside. So that'll give us 5 of those yards back. So we'll go 2nd and 8.
Suggs, one of the ones that came off the field with a slight injury, able to come back onto the field, thankfully. I hate to see when any player is out with an injury. And he got a little bit of happy feet trying to get into the backfield, but we had to wait for the ball to be snapped. There's the snap. Gibbs gets across the 50, dragging players with him across the 48-yard line.
Tough little runner right there. I tell you what, I love the way he runs.
Brings up 3rd and 3. They need the Cavalier 45-yard line. They're at the 48. Gibbs comes off. Going to get a little bit of a breather. One receiver to the left side, one to the right. Callaway showing blitz. Almost jump offside, and maybe they did. No timeout call.
We call timeout
by Coach Gibbs. We'll take it with him. 5:20 to go in the first quarter. It's Callaway 14, LaGrange nothing. LaGrange facing 3rd and 3. We'll be back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You're a part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com. Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Had a chance to go to the Medicine Cabinet over in Lee's Crossing before the Heard County game. They got some good folks there.
I want to do a shout out to Rachel, and they got one I call her Einstein, and got another I call Cool Beans. They're all good folks. Priscilla, got Lynn over at the Moody Bridge, been a big time listener for years. Her and her dad was one of our most faithful listeners for years.
3rd and 3. Going to hand the ball off. He's got room. 45, 40, 35. Trying to cut it inside. Nothing doing. Will step out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Move those chains.
And no flags on the field. Absolutely great.
Number 8, and Draco Martin on the carry. Big first down for LaGrange. Ball spotted the 31-yard line inside Callaway Cavalier territory. Trying to get a little confidence back in these Grangers. Go ahead.
A couple runs like that will give him a little better protection when he does pass.
Crawford hands the ball off, but this time Martin just hits a wall of defenders. He'll lose a couple yards to the 29. Excuse me. Nope. The other way. 31 did not gain an inch.
He got back to the line of scrimmage, which was just developed a little bit slower than it should have.
4:25 to go in the first quarter. Callaway up 14-0. LaGrange driving. 2nd and 10 from the Cav 31. One receiver left, 3 receivers to the right side. Now man in motion right to left. Crawford, good snap. Dumps one off. Caught! 30, 25, 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Move those chains.
Cole Crawford made a great catch. The defender over here, number 3, tried to pick a quick pick 6, and he missed it. I mean, just by a hair. But Cole Crawford didn't let it affect him, made a great catch, and then turned it up and got the first down yardage.
And Charles Crawford got rid of it just in time, because if he'd have waited another beat, he'd have been down on the turf with the ball in his hands. he got rid of it quick enough and did the job.
You know, those quick little hitters are gonna play dividends for us, I hope.
One receiver left, one right. Crawford hands it off to Gibbs. He's going to try to sweep that left side, running out of room, and down he goes at the 20-yard line for a loss of 1.
Gets corralled on that left side by Suggs. Suggs has been all over the place over there. He's a very impressive defensive lineman to me.
Not feeling the effects from that injury before, is he?
No, I think he's recovered.
Three minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball actually spotted the 21-yard line, so a loss of 2. One receiver to the left side, 2 right. Crawford fakes the handoff, rolling out to his right under a world of trouble.
We're going to get a holding call, but they will decline it because they...
Crawford was tackled around the 35-yard line. I think they'll take the down in the yardage. Yep, holding against LaGrange. And yes, they will decline.
Well, he's going to move that ball back anyway. No, he's taking it back where it was.
Yeah, about the 36-yard line. They need the 9 of the Cavaliers.
On my math, that's about 27 yards to go.
That's got to get at least, I don't know, at least 5-10 yards. At least get in field goal position.
Well, as you say, we're in 4-down territory here. If we get 10, 15 yards and then see what happens after that.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Crawford takes the snap. Looking long, looking deep. He's got a man open. Did he catch it? No! I couldn't tell how close it was.
It was right off the fingertips of Logan Carter. He stretched out as good as he could. Very good pass. Very good route. Just wasn't quite.
It's not a ball width too long. Yeah, it was close.
Just didn't have long enough arm. Now let's watch for Charles Crawford may punt this ball and try to pin them down deep, and maybe we can get maybe a turnover or a.
Yeah, being this is a non-region game, I don't expect a fake. And whistle blown, flags thrown.
Little delay of game.
Yep, delay against LaGrange. That'll back them up 5 yards to the 41.
Gives them a little more room to kick the ball.
They do have the play clocks showing here. So Charles standing on his own 47, awaiting the punt, awaiting the snap for the punt. Low snap, and he's going to keep it himself. Now he is going to get the punt away and gets a dandy. It's going to bounce at the 10, bounce at the 5, and it's going to roll around the 4-yard line.
That was amazing. He was a horrible snap.
Yes, it was.
And he had to dodge a oncoming receiver. I mean, we got a penalty here. Let's see what this penalty is. It's on the 25-yard line.
Personal foul.
Blindside block on the Callaway, so it's going to move it back to probably the 2-yard line. But Crawford did an amazing job of keeping from getting tackled for a loss back there, and then having the wherewithal to turn and make a soccer type punt. Very good punt.
Ball spot at the 4 for now, and then they'll mark it off half the distance of the goal. And there it is at the 2. So that wound up being a fantastic punt by Charles Crawford.
I'm over here with the Upson County Brain Trust over here.
Mr. Thrasher?
Mr. Thrasher and his buddy Bill.
They're going to fake to Bigsby. Coleman's going to unload it long and deep, and Caught at the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10-5. In the end zone, no flags. That's going to be a 98-yard pitch and catch for the Callaway Cavaliers.
Our two defenders ran into each other trying to go for the ball, and there's a flag.
There is a flag.
A celebration penalty, I'm sure. But it was that was about as long a play as you can get, about 98 yards. You might get 99 yards.
Who was the receiver on that?
He was way out of my vision. I can't see those numbers.
Yeah, I couldn't see the number either.
He was fast, I know that.
He was. Waiting for the head referee. 2 dead ball fouls. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Bowles for LaGrange.
Bowles is gone.
Ejected. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Callaway. Yeah, touchdown is good. Wow.
Was Bowles the one that was in on the first?
They didn't give a number, and in high school they're not supposed to give a number. So it's quite possible he was.
Well, that hurts. We got Jarno Huzzy out and Jaquavius Bowles. They're two of our starting linebackers.
Yeah. Extra point attempt. 20-0 in favor of the Cavaliers. And the extra point attempt is up. And it is good. 1:44 left to go in the first quarter of play. It's Callaway 21 and LaGrange nothing. We'll be back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Life costs money. Sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Well, of course he did. It was Jacob Freeman on the catch. Should have known that with seeing his speed. But the problem was he was running so fast I didn't catch his number. Freeman.
It was way on the other side of the field, and all I could see was our two defenders trying to go up for the interception, and they bumped into each other, and the ball landed right in his hand. It was just a bang-bang, well-constructed, well-balanced play.
So with the unsportsmanlike also against Callaway, they're spotting the ball, interestingly, at the 25-yard line. So Callaway will kick from there, I think. I'm wondering... Yeah. I haven't read up on any new rules this year. I would think they'd be offsetting again, like the other one was, and they'd spot the ball at the 40.
Coach Gibbs is tying up Dylan Norval's shoe. It became untied. Of course, he's got gloves on, so he can't tie.
Yeah. I've had to tie many of soccer goalies' shoes before because they got their gloves on. I fully understand. Even a 15-year-old girls' game, it's hard to tie a shoe with those gloves on.
Man, that was a heck of a penalty against them. I don't understand.
They got the Maybe it's a double penalty, half the distance, because it looks like they got it at the 12.5-yard line. I'm thinking it's a double penalty against Callaway. So LaGrange's going to have to make something good on this. There's the kick.
And the ball's out of bounds, too, so it's going to move it up probably to the 50-yard line. And let's see where they'll spot it. It's all relevant on where it was kicked from.
I would think so, but I've never seen a penalty on that from a ball that's kicked off at the 12.5. He's still bringing the ball further up.
So
what if they make them re-kick?
I would think we'd have the choice of getting the ball. Usually if they kick it from the 40 and it goes out, then they get it on the 35. That is a 25 yards from the point of kicking.
Well, they're going to spot it with the 8-yard line, maybe the 7.5. And Callaway will re-kick it from there.
Well, we may end up doing better depending on if he can kick it just as bad this time as he did the first time.
So Eubanks set to kick the ball off from the 7.5-yard line. There's the kick. It's going to be fielded at the 40. Inside Callaway territory. He's going to tap dance to the 30. And then down around the 28-yard line. Good field position for the Grangers.
That looked like number 2, Jaquavius Bowles, running that ball back. So he was not ejected from the game. Someone else must have been. I'll see if I can get. It may have been the Callaway man was ejected.
Maybe, yeah. I'm sitting there looking at Bowles as he's walking off the field.
When they said number 2, I just assumed it was Bowles.
Well, yeah, they pointed Callaway's way. I mean, they pointed LaGrange's way and said number 2.
Number 2, Jacob Freeman may have been ejected. I'll check on that.
One receiver left, 3 right for the Grangers. Going to give to Gibbs. Oh, nice run up the seam. 25, 20, 15 brought down there.
15-yard run right there, right up the gut. Love the way that kid runs the ball.
That's going to be enough for a first down. First and 10 from the Cavalier 15. Rangers trailing 21-0, but knocking on the door. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Man in motion, right to left. Crawford going to give to Gibbs once again, lowers his shoulder. He's going to get across the 15 to about the 13 for a gain of 2. 21-0 Callaway. But LaGrange working. This might be the last play of the quarter with the 40-second game clock now, the play clock now. Back to pass. Crawford looking, firing, and incomplete. I mean, just nobody over there.
Looking for Logan Karcher. He was semi-close, but not that close.
Yeah. 3rd and 8. Rangers still in the huddle, waiting for Crawford to get the play from the coach, and got it. Now he's heading to the huddle. Tells his players what's what. Rangers come to the line of scrimmage with 1 receiver to the left side, 2 to the right, 1 in motion right to left. Quick out pass and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Sam Yates, and he's going to wish he had that ball back. Thrown a little behind him, but
looked like it could have been a lateral to me. I was scared that they would.
I was waiting. I was hoping to hear those whistles, and I did. Because, yeah, I'm like you. I thought that may have been lateraled, and that would have been a live ball, but the referees blew the whistles dead. Say hi with the Field goal attempt from the 20. It's a 30-yard field goal attempt. The snap, the spot, the kick. It is up. It is on its way, and it is good.
We have we got that goose leg off.
Rangers cracked the egg on the scoreboard. It is now Callaway 21 and LaGrange 3. And we'll keep it right here. We're ahead on commercials. A 30-yard field goal by Seha. 3-21. Go ahead, Tommy.
Apparently on those penalties after that long pass, Freeman had a celebration plus an unsportsmanlike penalty called on him, and he was involved in that first altercation back early in the first quarter. So
so it was Freeman ejected.
Freeman had one heck of a quarter.
Yeah.
And we'll not see the rest of the three quarters. So, we got a lot of football left to play. We've seen a lot of football here in a quarter. It's been a very exciting, though disappointing.
Bad thing is for the Rangers, Freeman's not the only good player on that team, but that Rangers getting on the board here is definitely a help. There's the kick. It is fielded about the 25-yard line. Run out of bounds near the 40 on a flag.
There's another penalty right there. Let's see what's happening on the sideline over there. That's a long way away.
Yeah, they threw the flag around the 38-yard line. The guy who threw the flag is now explaining what he saw.
It may be a sideline violation over there because they've been very tight on us on this side, which is good.
Dead
Late
ball.
hit.
Yeah. So 15-yard penalty against the Rangers.
Probably got about 18 seconds left in this quarter. Seemed like it's taken forever.
Well, unfortunately, the injuries didn't help matters either. They're going to say out of bounds at the 35-yard line. They're going to mark off 15 yards and spot the ball at the midfield stripe.
He looked like he walked that ball off 20 yards to me. But it was 15.
One receiver to the left side, one to the right. Give to Bigsby. Bigsby, oh my goodness, escapes through the line and is gone for a 50-yard touchdown run. I mean, he was hemmed up, waited for an opening, shot through the opening, and took off.
He made a incredible lateral movement over there that just left about 3 Rangers standing bug-eyed.
Wow.
I don't think anybody touched him.
Looked like he had a place to run to. It was all plugged up, and he just laterally moved over, and it's great vision. Extra point is good.
His acceleration was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that first step. Once he made the lateral and took that first step, he was gone. Extra point is good. 28-3 in favor of the Cavaliers. We still have 7 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, they didn't need Freeman on that drive.
No, they didn't. Now, he just needs to get a couple personal fouls on him so he can go home for the rest of the day, too. They need to rest him to save him for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Well, they'll probably rest him against Cross Keys next week. Cross Keys, I don't think Cross Keys has 10 wins in the last 8 years combined. They've perennially had a tough way to go. And if I'm not mistaken, Callaway's playing Cross Keys. I'll have to look. I had it written down somewhere, like 3 in the afternoon on a Saturday or something like that. They're playing to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and still dragging tacklers. And then finally, no flag thrown, but Norville got across the 25 to about the 26, and that's the end of the first quarter of play. With your score, Callaway 28 and LaGrange 3. We'll be back with the second quarter after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here, and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Cavaliers 28, LaGrange Grangers 3 as we start the second quarter of play. Grangers will have 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 right. And Crawford's going to keep it himself across the 30. Turns left, 35. Dragged down across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Move those chains.
Good read option on that. He pulled the ball out of Gibbs' gut and took the ball and scampered for a good 15 yards.
So Norval's going in.
Yates is out.
2 receivers on the right side. That's Norval. 3 receivers now. Norval, Karcher, and trying to see the number of the third one over there. 1 on the near side.
Trailer.
It's Norval in motion, and a flag thrown, whistle blown.
We turned upfield just a little soon, I believe.
Going to be a swing pass to Callaway Gibbs out of the backfield, but that was negated by the whistle.
No, they jumped offside.
We'll take that.
Looked to me like the man in motion. Dylan Norval turned upfield a little too early, but that might have just been the way I was looking at it.
And they're going to change the play as Gibbs has come out of the game. 2 receivers right and 1 left. Crawford in the pistol. Good snap. Hands the ball off. He's got room across the 50. Down near the 49, maybe the 48-yard line.
Caleb Ross, number 5, big junior running back we've got. Runs with some authority. 220-plus pounds. Needs to just get more involved in this offense.
And let's see if it's going to be a first down. Yeah, they're going to move the chains. 49-yard line inside Cavalier territory. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Crawford's going to keep it himself, and he's not going to get far. He'll get...
We're going to get probably a hold on our
on the offense, yeah.
I think Jonathan Sutton didn't hold him. I think he might have tackled him.
Gibbs goes back in. We will replay the down, but they will spot the ball at the 38-yard line. They need the Cavalier 39.
If you're going to hold him, maybe we'll make it good and go on and tackle him too.
One receiver to the right side, 2 left. Crawford waiting for the snap. Low snap, he gets it up. Looking, firing it over the middle. Caught!
Great catch by Traylor. Right over the middle.
Across to the 48-yard line. That brings up 2nd and 9. That was a dandy catch. I mean, he was hit immediately and held onto the ball.
Pinpoint pass, just a bang play. It just executed perfectly.
2nd and 8. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Crawford looking, firing it over the middle again, and this time in and out of the hands of Trailer.
Back with the same route, basically, but a little bit deeper this time, and he was open also.
Yep.
They see something in the interior in that middle seam.
Gibbs did a fantastic job giving Crawford a little extra. They brought an extra blitzer in there, and Gibbs was able to pick him up.
He picked him up, and he let him make an unimpeded pass.
Callaway leading 28-3. LaGrange facing 3rd down and 8. Back to pass. Looking, firing. Archer! In and out of the hands. That would have been a 1st down.
Hit him a little in his hands, and he turned around and tried to see where he was at before he actually had the ball. That'll get you every time.
Got to pull it in first. He had the 1st down. He bobbled it as he was turning. That's all right. He'll get better.
All right, we got 15 seconds to get this off. I think Crawford's back to punt.
Standing at his own 42, now he takes another step back to the 41. 5 seconds. There's the snap. There's the punt.
Bad punt.
Yep, it is going to be shanked.
Came out right about on me, about the 32-yard line, I think is where they're going to probably call this thing. 29.
You didn't call for the fair catch?
Well, it went over my head.
Okay.
It went out right at the yard line I was standing right over my head.
9:16 to go in the 2nd quarter. Callaway with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 30. We'll keep it right here as the players are out on the field already. Cavaliers come to the line of scrimmage with 2 receivers to the left side. Looks like a double tight end on the right side, and they're going to run it that way across the 30, 35, down near the 37-yard line. Number 4, Bigsby.
Demetrius Coleman is running the offense right now that Freeman is out. And just a counter play to Bigsby that picked up 8 yards. Could have been stopped for about a no gain.
2nd and 2. Quick out pass, and the receiver turned in. The ball went out. If he would have turned out Blunt, he would have got the 1st down, but apparently neither player is on the same page. 3rd and 2. One receiver to the left side, one to the right. Coleman going to give to Bigsby. Only needs 2 yards. He gets about 4, maybe 5. Got enough for the 1st down. If you need short yardage, he's the man to get it to you.
David Paredes, number 21, made a good tackle on that. It's just happened to be a little bit behind them.
1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. Clock running, 8:25 to go in the 2nd quarter. Cavaliers with a 28-3 lead. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Caught at the 50, and then still on his feet. Now he's brought down about the 49-yard line. Jameer Jones on the catch.
Jaquavius Bowles grabbed him, held on to him, and kept him there till he got help to bring him down.
2nd and about 1.5 yards. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Imagine they're going to give it to Tank.
They may throw this ball down the field.
Yeah, going to be a pitch out to the flat and caught. Needed the 46. They got the 45. 1st and 10 Cavaliers. Like number 6, Marcus Mormon with the catch. First and 10 for the Cavs. Going to give it to the receiver on the end around, and he's got room. 40 to the 30, 25, 20. And
We got a flag back there, so I think we're going to pull
zone.
this back.
Yeah, let's see what the flag's about.
We had him hemmed up back there, and I think we got a good hold on one of their players, so it should go back about to the
holding against Callaway.
Yeah.
And that flag's way back here at the 48-yard line. Behind the line of scrimmage, a good 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it was a busted defense and offensive play, and it was just scrambling and running and grabbing at air, and it's hard to catch him when you've been held. I mean,
that play looked like it was drawn up in the dirt. I mean, it really did.
First and 23 from the 42-yard line on their side of the 50.
They need the Granger 35. 2 receivers left. Coleman's got time. Nigel's going to throw it downfield and batted away. Trailer, I believe that was, on the defense.
He had good coverage on that one right there, and it was closed on the receiver well.
So second and about a quarter of a mile. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Coleman waiting for the snap, talking to Tank. He's going to give it to Tank. No, he's not. He's going to fake it to Tank.
Short
hopped him. Would have been down anyways. He was down, and his belly was Moman. It's a good thing he did drop it, or else it'd be 3rd down from the 39.
3rd and long, 23, short, 24.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Looks like a little confusion by the Grangers. Let's see if the Cavaliers can take advantage of it. Caught at the 40, 45, 50. Hit hard, stood up, and driven to the turf at the 42-yard line. 2 yards short of the stick, but the wrong stick. It's not
the back stick.
Yeah, it's not 2 yards to go. It's still 12 yards to go. That brings up 4th and 12. And Callaway back to punt. Jalen Shepard.
Dylan Norville standing on about the 15-yard line.
Shepard waiting for the snap. Low snap. He gets it up. He gets it off. Fair catch called for, but it is going to bounce into the arms of number 32 for the Cavaliers, Jarvis Parks. We'll take a 30-second break. 28-3 in favor of Cavaliers. We'll be back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
To the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Well, we missed two plays. One was just a run up the middle that was stopped for no gain, and then this one, another run to the 29-yard line. So now it is third down for the Grangers. Two receivers to the right side, one to the left. Crawford waiting for the snap. Looking, and almost intercepted.
He got nailed and he hit the guy in the wrong spot, right in the number.
Logan Karcher, the intended receiver.
I'm talking about the Callaway defender.
Yeah.
Couldn't pick up that number on him.
So fourth down. And Crawford set the punt. Standing about a 16-yard line. We're going to keep it right here after this punt. And bobbles it, but he's able to pull it in, and now he goes upfield to the 40, to the 45, and down he goes there, actually to the 44. So the two teams exchange punts. 4:04 left to go in the half. Callaway with the ball, first and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Game seems to have settled down a bit after a bit of a wild first quarter. Two receivers left. Coleman is under center. Going to hand it off to the running back. That's not Tank. That is number 8, Charlie Dixon, on the carry, and he'll get across the 50 to about the 47-yard line. About a yard short, gain of 9. Inside Granger territory. Callaway with a 25-point lead. Two receivers to the right side. And Coleman is going to keep it himself across the 50. Lowers his shoulder, gets the first down. He's down about the 45-yard line. Just enough to move the chains.
Montavious Martin made a good stop on that, just a little short. Just barely got the first down.
Two receivers to the left. Callaway 28, LaGrange 3. Going to hand the ball off to Dixon once again. Gets to the 43-yard line for a gain of 2. One receiver left, one right. Backs in the I formation. Coleman goes under center. And he's going to fake the play action, keep it himself. And under a lot of pressure, he'll go down way back at the 42-yard line.
Jaquez Smith in on that penetration, did a close to 10-yard loss.
Ball spotted all the way back to their own 43.
Really about a 12-yard loss.
Third down, they need the Granger 35. That's a 22-yard. To get the first down. Back to pass. Coleman under some pressure, a little dump off to Bigsby, who runs into his own blocker, stays on his feet, and is brought down at the 49-yard line inside Cavalier territory. And that's going to bring out the punting units.
Mitchell Purdy came in there and made a Purdy tackle.
Yeah, he did.
Open field. Little old Mitchell Purdy took him down and slammed him to the ground. I was very impressed with that.
You don't see that very often with this big kid because usually it's slow him down and wait till the others come and get him. Purdy got him down all by himself. And a timeout called by LaGrange. We'll keep it right here. Don't forget, thank our sponsors. Sponsors include the Mallory Agency, Wellstar, West Georgia Medical, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Buick GMC, and Opelika. Get ready to smile. The Medicine Cabinet, Matt Orr, State Farm, Emory Clark Holder Clinic of LaGrange, Nissan of LaGrange, First Franklin Financial, Kemp's Carpet, Kia of LaGrange, Synovus, and Your Pie in downtown LaGrange. Thank you so much for sponsoring us, and if you're listening to the sound of my voice, go see them. Go buy something from them. You won't be disappointed, I promise you. 28-3 in favor of Callaway with 1:38 left to go in the second quarter. We'll have the recap, first half recap at halftime. We'll also have the scoreboard. All that at the half. Right now, 1:38. Cavaliers back to punt. Not a great punt, kind of high and shanked on the right side. It does take a Cavalier roll across the 30 and will drop around the 26-yard line. So LaGrange will be first and 10 from their own 26 with 1:25 to go. Rangers come back out on the field. Seemed to have settled down in the second quarter. Fewer penalties, also as there was in the first quarter. Two receivers right, one left, man in motion left to right, and is going to give to Gibbs, but he's hitting a defensive wall. A little extra curricular by Anthony Elliott.
Got a late flag, there may have been a face mask, Let's see what they're going to call on this.
I saw a little extra shove there by Elliott after
personal foul,
Gibbs was
yeah.
down. Yep, and they're going to call the personal foul. Referee's taking charge, telling them, hey, we're not going to have this little extracurricular activity now. So they'll probably spot the ball around the 41-yard line, and the Rangers will get a first down by way of the penalty.
First down for the Rangers.
1:18 to go in the half. Rangers, a 30-yard field goal by Seha is the only scoring so far. Two receivers right, now two left as the man goes in motion. Looking. Crawford's going to keep it himself. 40, 45, 50, 45, dragged down from behind near the 42-yard line of the Cavaliers. Move those chains.
Just good presence of field there for Crawford to see nothing opening up and take the ball and run with it.
Two receivers left, two right. Crawford rolling out to his right, looking for someone to throw it to. He does, and it is caught.
Karcher.
Logan Karcher at about the 36-yard line for a gain of 6.
We got one timeout left, and the clock is ticking.
Back to pass. Crawford, little dump-off pass caught by Gibbs.
There's a penalty flag, too, so they'll stop the
He's dropped around the 34-yard line. Let's see what the laundry's about.
Tried an inside screen right there, and it almost worked.
Illegal, ineligible player downfield for LaGrange. That's going to negate.
That happens on the screen sometimes.
Yep. Player blocking too far down. 32 seconds left to go in the half. Grangers with about, let's see, second down.
It's just a 5-yard penalty.
Yep. 2nd and 9. From the 41. Rangers break the huddle with 2 left, 2 right. Crawford waiting for the snap, gets it, fires it long downfield and caught. No, he dropped it and he's going to say he did not complete the catch. And looks like a bit of an injury. Karcher.
He probably rolled over on top of that ball, I think is what happened.
Yeah, it may have knocked the air out of him. He's just down on his hands and knees. He's limping just a little bit, but he's coming off the field. Trainer's checking on him.
We've had 2 passes that could have changed the complexity of this game if they would have been called. That one there and one earlier in the first quarter.
Yep.
Look.
3rd and long. 3rd and about 8. Back to pass. Crawford throwing it and incomplete. That was
Carson.
Intended for number 17, Nafis Carson, the senior.
We'll get one more play in this first half. You know, the score is kind of deceiving out here. We've had some good plays out here, but we have not capitalized on anything.
One long pass play for 46 yards that set up the first touchdown for Callaway.
Fumble set up the second one.
Yes, it did.
On the 20, then that 50-yard scamper.
Well, then the 98-yard touchdown catch.
Yeah.
Coleman to Freeman, that was the 3rd touchdown.
They connected on their big plays. We did not connect on our big plays.
Yep.
That will get you every time. We probably have more first downs than they do.
Our next broadcast 1 week from tomorrow. That's right, a Saturday night game here from Callaway Stadium. All 3 teams playing at home. Troops playing on Thursday, Callaway on Friday, and the Grangers play on Saturday against the Hampton Hornets. Kickoff is at 8 o'clock Saturday night with airtime at 7:30. Can't remember the last time we've had an 8 o'clock. Usually for Saturday games, they make it 7 o'clock games like they do for Thursday, but this is an 8 p.m. game. I guess the college is at home. Which
I think you're correct on that. I think they play 1 or 2, and they have to get them out and cleaned up.
4th down. And Crawford is going to be sacked at the midfield stripe.
That's a half.
And that is the end of the first half of play with your score, Callaway 28.
See if I can get coach for just a second.
And LaGrange 3. Waiting to get the coach. See if I can get eyeballs on Tommy.
We're down here under the tent over here. He's getting together with his assistant coach. He's not looking anywhere near me. Let's see what's... Real quick, Coach, seems like that it was a long first half. They connected on their long plays. We came up just a little short on our long plays.
Oh, yeah. Again, it comes down to run fits and, fitting up on them. They hit a couple big plays on us early. We were out of place, and, they made the plays, and then, we killed our drives. We turned the ball over, gave them a short field, which can't do a great team. And then we stalled out on another drive with a dumb penalty, and then we missed a great opportunity with a short field. So, losing one of our star linebackers hurt. It just is what it is. They're a great football team. You can't make mistakes when you play good football teams.
Yeah, the score's kind of deceiving on that, but it's still the score. But we're going to try and stick it to them the second half. I think if we can catch some of those balls and make some execution on those, we can get back close in this thing.
Yeah, again, our non-region schedule is about us getting better at who we are, and it's about our alignment, our assignment, and us playing with great effort. And we've missed on all 3 of those thus far. We've been out of our alignment a couple times. We've missed some of our assignments, both on offense and defense. We've dropped some footballs. We've killed ourselves in drives. Our defense hadn't stopped us in drives. And then we hadn't played with great effort all the time. Our kids are, almost like we're not well conditioned, and our kids get down, and they got to bounce back.
Good luck second half, Coach.
Hey, I appreciate it. Go Grangers.
28-3 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers at the half. When we come back, we'll tell you how we got here with the first half recap. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. Kia LaGrange, the 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new, updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Son number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
28-3 in favor of the Cavaliers. The Callaway started with the ball first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Doing the math here in my head, a 46-yard pass play set up their touchdown, a 5-yard touchdown quarterback keeper by Coleman. Extra point was no good. It was a bad snap and a bad spot. So the extra point was no good. It's 6-0 in favor of the Cavaliers. Second play of the Grangers' first drive, they fumble the ball away. Callaway recovers at the Granger 20-yard line. It only took 3 plays, a 5-yard touchdown run by Tank Bigsby. 2-point conversion was good, and it's 14-0 in favor of the Cavaliers. Then the Grangers had their longest drive. My goodness, 14 plays starting at their own 24, but then it stalled at the 36-yard line. They got as far as the 19th, but bad penalty brought it back to the 36 and wound up having to punt the ball away. But it was a very good punt. Callaway starting at their own 2-yard line. That's all they needed. At one play, a 98-yard touchdown catch, Coleman to Freeman. The extra point was good, 21-0. However, Freeman already had an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on him, and he earned another one after that touchdown, and he is ejected from the game. We will not see Freeman the rest of the night. LaGrange, because of the penalties, the Cavaliers had to kick off from their own 7.5-yard line. That gave the Grangers really good field position, starting at Callaway's 28-yard line. However, they only got to the 13, had to settle for a 30-yard field goal by Seha, and it is 21-3 in favor of the Cavs. The Callaway got the next kickoff return to the midfield stripe at the 50-yard line, and again, just like the drive before that, a one-play drive, a 50-yard touchdown run by Bigsby, and it's 28-3 in favor of the Cavaliers. The teams exchange punts after that the whole second half, and LaGrange could not score on their last drive before running out of time. It is 28-3 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers. When we come back, we'll take a look at the scoreboard. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hello, this is Jonathan Moose Matt from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are proud that we have expanded our lot to an additional 100,000 square feet. We have increased our inventory by over 200 more vehicles. We have the largest inventory ever with over 600 vehicles for you to choose from. Chevrolet, Buicks, and GMCs, plus pre-owned vehicles. In our 27th year of serving East Alabama and West Georgia. For the best prices around, come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
28-3 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers here at the half. And tell you what, we still have some more breaks to go before this thing. So before I get to the scoreboard, let's step aside for this next break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagles Sports Network.
My whole business just went up in flames. But my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Hi, football fans. This is Jonathan Moosemeyer from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. In our 27th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Back again at Callaway Stadium, Callaway Cavaliers with a 28-3 lead over your Grangers. Taking a look at other scores around the area, the Troop Tigers defeated Columbus last night at Connect Stadium 68-13. We have Sandy Creek leading Hampton 13-3 in the second quarter is the last score that we have on that. And Cartersville is at home at Wyman Stadium leading Luella 34-0. That is a halftime score, and that game will likely go to the Mercy Rule. Central Carroll is at home against Mundy's Mill. Don't have a score on that one as of right now. And Cedartown and Chapel Hill are off this week. Next week's schedule, Cartersville will host McNair. Cedartown is at Bremen. Chapel Hill is at Stars Mill. Ridgeland is at home against Sandy Creek. The Troop Tigers are at home against Harris County on Thursday night. Callaway is at home against Cross Keys on Friday. And the Grangers are at home against Hampton on Saturday. When we come back, we'll have more from Callaway Stadium after this break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagles Sports Network.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. get the right team. Emory's Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You're a part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com. Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Cavaliers lead 28-3 here at the half. Hey, don't forget, we've got the Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show live Monday nights from Your Pie in downtown LaGrange over on Bull Street. That's 7 o'clock on Monday nights. First of all is the LaGrange College Coaches Show, followed by the Callaway Cavaliers and Coach Wiggins at 7:30. And then Troop Tigers and their Coaches Show starting at 8 o'clock. And then Coach Gibbs and the LaGrange High School Coaches Show at 8:30 on Eagle 102.3. And live, go see them live. Go to Your Pie. You'll like the food there, I promise you. And the good entertainment. And maybe you get to ask some questions there. Go check them out at Your Pie, downtown LaGrange on Bull Street. LaGrange Band wrapping up their halftime show. When we come back, we'll talk with Tommy on the sideline and get his views of the first half. It is LaGrange trailing the Callaway Cavaliers 28-3. We'll be back after this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi friends, it's TOWD and Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power under the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Son number 111569. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Back again at Callaway Stadium. The Rangers trailing Callaway 28-3. And as Coach Gibbs mentioned, it's mainly the big plays, a 56-yard pass play by the Callaway Cavaliers that led to their first score. The Rangers fumbling the ball away, giving the Cavaliers a short field, leading to the Cavaliers' second score. A 98-yard touchdown catch on a big play there, leading to their third score, and a 50-yard run by Bigsby, leading to their fourth score. You can't give up the big plays against a good team. That's exactly what LaGrange has done. After that, the two teams have settled down into a punch fest. Both teams, both their drives ending in punts. And that settled things down. So we'll see what happens with the second half. The Rangers in a deep hole. We're trailing 28-3. But hopefully they'll be able to get things going. Looking for Tommy.
Hey, I'm here.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Well, I'm down the band. Let me just a second. Let me get away from them. Really a tale of two quarters. That first quarter was so long and drawn out, it just kind of zapped the morale and the energy out of really both teams, but most importantly our team. And then the second quarter just kind of came and went real fast. Now, the emotions of the game were addressed pretty well by Coach Gibbs in the locker room. He has put a significant challenge on them, so we're going to see how they respond to that here in the second half. Now,
it'll be interesting to see. Coaches usually tell me that the first 5 minutes of the second half is the most important of the game, and how one team responds or the other. Callaway, look for Callaway to put the foot on the gas and try to make a mercy rule game out of this. While LaGrange, if they can, start out, they get the ball to start the second half. If they can score and narrow this, that momentum may start shifting their way.
You're entirely right, Michael. It all if we can keep Callaway from stretching this lead early in the third quarter and get and narrow it a little bit, we can make this an interesting game. Both teams have not played with a lot of intensity or emotion the way you would anticipate a rivalry team. Of course, this is a non-region game, and you're trying to get better. I was talking to Coach Thrasher's father, Mickey Thrasher, at halftime, and sometimes getting an early off week is more detrimental. A bye week, especially after a big win, is more detrimental. It would have been probably better if we'd have played somebody last week.
On that part, you're correct. I agree 1,000%. Keep that momentum going. Coach did say that there was a good bit of bumps and bruises. There were 14 players, he said, that would have been questionable to play in today's game, where after the rest, they only had 2 players that were unsure whether they'd play or not. So that the bye week helped in that, but after a big win against Heard County, keeping that momentum going, that kind of put the water on the fire a little bit.
Certainly did, and we're looking. I'm looking at a big old bag of ice on Logan Karcher's right ankle, and he's on some crutches right here. Hopefully, it's just a little sprained ankle or something. And
I got a feeling he may be done for the night.
That's what I would gather too.
And it is a non-region game. I mean, this doesn't count in the standings as far as the playoffs go. So the best thing they can do, like Coach said going into the half, is to work on themselves, get better themselves, and keep players from getting hurt.
Right, and keep their head in the game. I mean, when you lose your head in the game, you just kind of set yourself up to be prone to injury or prone to a mishap or something like that. So he challenged them to get back into their job, their specific job. And if everybody does their job and holds their line, then it'll work.
Now, the benefit for the Callaway Cavaliers, they also have a non-region game next week. So Freeman, with his ejection, he will be suspended for the next game. But the next game is against Cross Keys of Atlanta. That game is probably going to be a Mercy Rule game. And they'll have the starters out there for a half, so Freeman will get the rest. But then they start out their region schedule. Well, actually, no, they don't start the region schedule. They've got, after Cross Keys, they've got the Troop Tigers. And I imagine Freeman's really going to want to get in on that game. So we're still about a minute away from this second half being kicked off. The Callaway Cavaliers off in the end zone, stretching and getting ready. LaGrange already had their stretch, and they're standing around, milling around on the sidelines. The referees gathering around the 50-yard line there inside the center circle for the soccer markings. This field being a turf field, it doubles for football and for soccer. And I thought that I saw lacrosse markings. Yeah, there are some lacrosse markings out there as well. So this is a well-used field. Tommy, if you're the coach, what would you look for play calling wise on the for the second half? He may be done. He may be. I think he's talking to somebody there on the sideline. But 28-3 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers. One of the officials with the football in his hand at the 40-yard line, waiting to get the players on the field. Players are gathering around, the LaGrange players gathered around the coaches, getting some last-second instructions from Coach Gibbs. The horn has gone off. They fixed the scoreboard horn here. Got a new scoreboard horn. Remember they had last year the scoreboard didn't have a horn, so they had to have an air horn up here in the press box and open the window and to have the end of the quarters and into the game. But now they actually have a real scoreboard horn out there now. That's definitely good to see. Grangers out onto the field, ready to receive kickoff. The Callaway Cavaliers just now coming onto the field, ready to kick this second half off. 28-3 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers.
It's going to be an interesting second half. I just want us to put a good second half together. Show some intensity here for a change.
Try to gain some momentum against the Hampton Hornets next week. There's the kick. Going to be fielded about the 15-yard line. Up the field it goes. 20. Turns it inside. Tried to find a seam, but the Cavaliers closed in real quick on him, and it'd be dropped to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 Grangers. Kickoff brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika.
Looks like we're going to start with Caleb Ross and Calais Gibbs in the backfield.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Crawford waiting for the snap. Gives to Gibbs. He is slowed up at the 22-yard line, and then the rest of the Cavaliers came in to clean it up.
He pushed it up to the Well, they're going to put him down on the 22 right there, but it looked like he made it to the 25.
Yeah, I think they blew the whistle first, and then after the whistle, he pushed another 2 yards. So officially no gain on the carry.
You can't hear the whistle with these headphones on down here. It's hard to.
I'm curious what kind of whistle they use down there. Yes, I'm an official too, but not of the football variety, of the football variety. Quick pass out to the flat, caught at the 20, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all for, looks like 13, Norville.
I think Dylan Norville caught that ball.
Caught the ball, but then the Cavalier defense swarmed on him, and we're looking at third down.
Big third and long, 8, short 9.
Two receivers left, two right. Takes the snap. Looking. You look now, he's going to run off to his left side, and now he fires it, and incomplete. Intended for trailer over here by the 35-yard line.
Good coverage by the Callaway over there. It's pretty much a coverage play there. Nobody was open.
Yep. So 3 and out for the Grangers. And they will punt. Waiting for the snap. Crawford standing at his own 10. Good snap, good punt. He's going to hit about the 45-yard line, take a short roll to the 43-yard line where Callaway will set up 1st and 10 there. Back in 30 seconds, Callaway 28, LaGrange 3. Back in 30, this is LaGrange High, Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Quick pass by Coleman, incomplete. Great play by Traylor to get a hand in there and drop the ball to the turf.
Yeah, they tried a quick slant into Blunt, and Traylor stepped right into it. It'd been 1 foot closer. It'd been a pick 6 on that one.
Going to give it to Bigsby. Bigsby, that buck sweep to the right side of the 50.
That's gone.
45-40, 35-30. Trying to bring them down. They do an ankle tackle, a touchdown-saving ankle tackle by Traylor. And Bigsby's down to the 2. Well, that was a huge play, though.
Well, it just exploded on this right side. He got past the containment, and it was off to the race, and I was just shocked that we got the angle enough to kind of slow him down a little bit. He's quite a specimen.
Yeah. He's fast. Coleman's going to give to Bigsby, and this time he's just going to step into the end zone. Big hole to run through, and he could have walked backwards through there for the touchdown. Heck of a player. Got to take your hat off to him. He is a good player and a good line that's blocking for him. Two-yard touchdown run by Bigsby. Extra point is good. 35-3 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers with 9:57 to go in the third quarter of play. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You're part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Now back to the field for the LaGrange Rangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
3-play drive going 58 yards, a 2-yard touchdown run by Bigsby. That was set up by a 56-yard run by Bigsby. Another big play.
Just talking to Coach Blandenberg, our junior high coach over, and asked him how many number 4s he had down there in the 7th and 8th grade. He said he had about 6 of them.
Oh, good.
No, he said he had some really good ones coming up that were going to surprise us down the way.
LaGrange 1st and 10 from their own 32. And that defensive line just blew by everybody and brought down the running back. That was a Ross on the carry.
Looks like that Callaway came out with a little buzz of fire too in this second half.
They did what they needed to do, a 3-and-out for the Grangers, and then scoring a touchdown to extend the lead. Hands the ball off, and this time again, this time to Gibbs. And that off defensive line is just making Swiss cheese out of the Grangers.
Calais Gibbs is coming with a little bit of limp coming off the field.
Third and 13. Two receivers to the left side, two to the right. Crawford looking, firing, and caught at the 45, into the 40, inside Cavalier territory. Trailer with the catch. Move those chains.
We needed that in the worstest kind of way. Great open field down the middle. We've had that seam open a lot tonight.
Yeah.
And they made the connection on that, and it really looked good.
33-yard pitch and catch. Rangers trailing 35-3. And a quick pass out to the flat, caught at the 40, dragged down about the 36-yard line. Andre Canty on the catch.
Just a little quick hitch to the left and release pattern that got some positive yards.
A 2-yard gain. Clock running, 7:40 to go in the third quarter. Not a running clock because the half didn't start with a 30-point difference. There's a 30-point difference now, though. Rolling out to his right. Good block. Crawford. And he's going to run it himself across the 35-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds. Where do they mark him out of bounds at?
Look about the 31 and 32-yard line. So it'll be a good
2nd and 4.
Long 4, short 5.
Crawford getting the play from Coach Gibbs. 18 seconds left on the play clock. Now he runs back out to the huddle. Tells his players what the play is. Clock's now inside of 5 seconds. One receiver left, one right. Down to 2 seconds. There's a snap. And hands the ball off to Ross, who escapes. A tackler gets to a seam, to the 20, to the 10, 5, touchdown, Grangers!
No flags.
Give him 6. Caleb Ross was wrapped up around the 20-yard line. He escaped, found a hole, and found pay dirt.
Well, he just never gave up. He was very tenacious. They hit him behind the line of scrimmage. He broke off of that tackle and broke about 3 tackles right up the middle, and you could just see him explode through there.
Extra point attempt, the snap, the spot, the kick, it is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. 7:08 left to go in the third quarter. It's Callaway 35, LaGrange 10. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows. No matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
68-yard drive and 6 plays, a 32-yard touchdown run by Caleb Ross. And the Grangers get their first touchdown of the night, trailing 35-10. And now the kickoff, brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile when you go see Moose Map and the guys over there in Opelika. Kickoff went out of bounds, so we'll be spotted at the 35-yard line for the Cavaliers. Rangers could use a stop here. 3-play, 58-yard drive for Callaway on their first drive of the second half. Coleman looking, he's just going to air it out. A long throw caught. Did he catch it inbounds? Yes, he did. Number 5, Antonez Blunt. Not the first time we've called his name. And again, Granger's just giving up a big play. Ball spotted the 27-yard line inside Granger territory. To receiver's right. Gives it to Tank, and he will walk into the end zone. I mean, a big hole there to the left side. He ran through it. Was slowed up a bit. Looked like it may have been stumbled.
Yeah, he just didn't get started real good, but he finished fairly well.
Yeah. Very well. Where's Bigsby going to college?
War Eagle, I believe.
Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 42-10 in favor of the Cavaliers. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here, and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Rangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Kickoff return, getting across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Only a two-play drive that time, going 65 yards, a 27-yard touchdown run by Tank Bigsby.
Well, they set up by the fly pattern down on the sideline down there that was really tightrope that sideline, the best I can say. We've got fella down of us as Gibbs is down. He's got his ankle.
He was already limping off before, and now he's being able to put his pressure on that leg again, but he's still limping a little bit more. Every year I give a quote-unquote award. It's actually just a graduation card to the one player that gives LaGrange more trouble than anybody else. And it says, congratulations on your graduation. And as the play-by-play voice of the Grangers, I'm glad you're gone. Tank Bigsby's the leader out of the chute, isn't he?
He's leading candidate right now.
6:34 to go in the third quarter. Three receivers to the left for the Grangers, one to the right, trailing 42-10. And Crawford looking to throw, can't throw, and nobody open.
Pocket just collapsed on it, coverage sack.
LaQuise Gilbert in on the tackle. Good coverage there, and then a delayed blitz on Crawford, bringing him down. Ball spotted way back at the 20-yard line, loss of 8.
Got a player down. Let's see who this is in the huddle back there. The guy's got his workout done on him tonight.
5:57 to go. I'll remind you, our next broadcast will be 1 week from tomorrow, a Saturday game. 8 o'clock kickoff here from Callaway Stadium. It's a 7:30 airtime. And against the Hampton Hornets, Grangers snapped a 17-game losing streak against Hampton last year. And Hampton's improved this year.
Adrian Traylor coming off kind of slow. We can't afford to have another wide receiver. We got Logan Karcher out right here. And
the players are starting to come back onto the field.
Got a freshman, Eric Tomlin, number 36, wide out to the right, Michael. Let's watch him.
Second and about 28. Looking for Norville. He's covered. Looking for a long, deep ball and overthrows number 17, Mavis Karsten. Yeah, they're throwing T-shirts, I think, out here. Someone's... Yeah, they're throwing stuff to the crowd over here. Someone had a good arm, because that one last landed about 3 rows in front of me.
Keep looking for that cannon. You know, they shoot those T-shirts. But they don't
is that what that is, a cannon? Oh, they're not using a cannon. It's just pure arm strength. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Crawford keeps it on the delay. 25, 30, still on his feet to the 40, far sideline. Ankle tackled across the 50. They'll spot him down to the 49-yard line inside the Cavalier territory. Move those chains.
Just an amazing athlete that is trying to carry this team on his own back. If it wasn't for a shoestring tackle by R.J. Williams, number 7, I believe he'd gone all the way. Between him running for his life and running plays in and out, I'd like to see how many steps he took in a general game. I bet it'd have to break 100,000.
I bet he'd wear out a Fitbit. 3 receivers left, 1 right. And this time he's going to give to Ross, who is hemmed up in the backfield, loss of 2. 42-10 in favor of Callaway with 4:49 to go in the third quarter. Rangers driving. Number 78, Kavarius Perry coming off. Two receivers left. 1 right. Crawford fakes the give to Ross. He's looking for someone to throw it to. He does. He finds a man open. Caught! I thought he was going to drop it, but he bobbled it and held on.
Cole Crawford made a great catch on that. It hit him, and by the time he hit him, he got hit. And I think they may get an interference on the defensive player on that. Offensive pass interference.
That's what the referee said.
Okay.
And that's from the previous spot, which is the 49. So let's back it up. I believe it's 10 yards. No, I guess it's the 15 variety.
There was some contact in there, but I thought it was initiated by the defense, and it may have been initiated by defense, but picked up secondary on that. So negates a good pass and reception.
From the 34-yard line, second down, they need the Cavalier 39. So that's a bit of a hike. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Crawford looking, and down he's going to go. They'll give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Third down and 27 by my math. And the public address announcer agrees with me. So either we're both right or we're both wrong. Rangers break the huddle with 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Crawford facing third and real long. And they're just going to hand the ball off across the 35 near the 40-yard line. Andre Canty on the carry. That'll bring up fourth down.
Very close to a face mask on that, but not quite. I was hoping he'd reach down a little further and yank on a little bit, maybe give us a little break there, but he did not oblige.
Yeah, it would have been 4th and 6 anyway. So the Rangers set to punt. There it is. End over end punt. Fielded at the 25-yard line.
Blocking the back there. Should have been
30, 35, and out of bounds. No, I guess he didn't step out of bounds. He's going to circle back, and that's not very smart. He should have went ahead and ran out of bounds because they're going to say he is down, I'm going to say around the 25-yard line. I think his forward progress stopped at the 25. Let's see where they spot it. Indeed, they will spot at the 25. He was almost out of bounds almost all the way up near the 40, and then he circled back. I don't see any laundry.
Yeah, there was a block in the back.
Okay.
Way before that started.
Yeah, there it is. He just now picked it up.
They're going to probably get the ball back on about the 10 or 15-yard line.
Spotted about the 12. .204 left to go in the third quarter, and Callaway first and 10 from their own 12. Bigsby on the run, on the sweep to the 20, to the 30, to the 40. Makes a tackle miss, and it is off to the races. 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
That was Charlie Dixon.
Yeah, that wasn't Bigsby. That was Charlie Dixon.
There's a penalty flag on the field, so I think it's coming back.
Coach Wiggins gave us names and numbers only. I don't know if he's a sophomore, junior, and freshman, but I hope
Has to face on defense, that negates that. So
an 88-yard touchdown run by Dixon. And that makes it 48-10 with the PAT pending. Callaway Cavaliers with a semifinal appearance last year. I'm willing to bet they're going to have another semifinal appearance this year. Snap, spot, kick, up, and good. 1:48 left to go in the third quarter. It is Callaway 49 and LaGrange 10. We'll be back after this. Let's make it a 30-second break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
One play, 88-yard run by Dixon. And 49-10 in favor of the Cavaliers. Minute 48 left to go in the third quarter. There's the kick. Fielded at the 20. Near sideline 25-30. 35-40. Thought I saw a flag, but actually that's a coach's yellow hat.
At First Franklin Financial, we make loans for a living.
Go ahead.
It's over and it stays on his head, but sometimes I've seen it a couple of times too.
Ball's placed at the 40. LaGrange comes to the line of scrimmage. Kenty in the backfield. Crawford will take the snap. We'll give to Canty. And he is brought down by Jabari Smith.
Just no push on that defensive line. Our offensive line is having struggles right now.
One receiver to the right side, one to the left. On second down, Crawford Give to Canty again. He's going to try a buck sweep to the right side across the 40. Spilled about the 44-yard line. Gain of 6. Third down. Crawford comes from the line of scrimmage. Norville in on the play as well, with Asa Leaf coming out. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Fires it over the middle. That was close to pass interference. No flag. That was good timing. Number 12, Osiris Rivas on the coverage.
Close to pass interference, close to a pick, and about an inch away from either one of them.
Yep. 12 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 4th down for the Grangers, and back to punt is Crawford. And timeout called by LaGrange. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. Callaway 49, LaGrange 10. LaGrange punting back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee, number 5656.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Rangers facing 4th down. Interesting why they called a timeout there. But it is Crawford standing at his own 32-yard line, awaiting the snap for the punt. There's the snap. There's the punt. And Callaway didn't have anybody back there. It's going to roll inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line, where Callaway will have the ball 1st and 10 with 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Like the first quarter, it seems like this it's taking a while. Cavaliers have Cross Keys next week, and then the Troop Tigers in 2 weeks. LaGrange has Hampton next week, and then the week off. Waiting for the snap. We've got a new quarterback out there. We'll get his name in just a minute. Hands it off to the running back number 13. That is LaQuiz Gilbert.
We're fixing to have a running clock, bro.
Yes, we are. That's the end of the third quarter with your score, Callaway 49 and LaGrange 10. We'll be back after this 1-minute break plus 10 seconds for station identification. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moosemap from Glenn Smith and Opelika. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the team, coaches, band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and fans. We are proud to be your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
You're listening to an Eagles Nest Incorporated station, Eagle Sports, WLAG AM LaGrange, and W245AW FM LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
49-10 in favor of the Callaway Cavaliers. First play for Callaway lost a yard, it looks like, so it'll be second down for the Cavaliers. Will be a running clock in the fourth quarter. If one team's up by 30 or more, the clock only stops, theoretically, for the acronym TIPS. And that's turnovers, injuries, penalties, and scoring. And Callaway with the handoff up the middle, a late flag coming in. And I think that was a little extracurricular activity by the Cavaliers. Player had made a pancake block and then gave the business to a Granger. Let's see what the guy in the white hat says. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Cavaliers. And it was after the play, too, so the play will stand. It'll be third down. Well, they say fourth down. Scoreboard and the...
13, 14 yards to go.
Yeah. Well spotted at the 13-yard line. So Callaway will punt. And because of the penalty, the clock had stopped, but now the ready for play clock is whistled in, and the clock is going again.
They got personnel issues on their side of the field over
Yeah,
there.
they
They're
do.
trying to get them in and out.
5 seconds. High snap. He gets it down. He gets it off. And the Granger's going to let it roll across the 50 inside Granger territory to the 44-yard line. Well, they will start first and 10. 10:17 to go. Back in 30 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Granger's facing first and 10 from their own 44-yard line, trailing by 39 points to the Cavaliers. One receiver left, one right. New quarterback, number 18. That is Jalen Brown, handing the ball off to Caleb Ross.
He's a freshman.
Ross tackled in the backfield for a 5-yard loss. Second down from the 39. Brown calling the play to his men. Ten seconds left on the play clock, plenty of time. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball off, a little sweep to the left side. And across the 45, spilled around the 49-yard line. That was Tristan Smith on the carry, is that right? 16?
26, Marshall.
26, that was close.
That was Sean Patterson, another freshman.
They'll spark the ball at the 49-yard line. Third down and 5 yards to go. Brown waiting for the snap. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Got to get him going. And just does get the ball off in time. Hands the ball off straight up the middle.
I think he's going to have close to a first down depending on where they spot this ball. Let's see.
Looks like they got it right on the line. Trying to talk the referee in the first down. And yet the official says first down.
A very generous spot on that.
Well, it is 49-10.
Oh, is that what the score is?
Yes.
We're going to drive this ball down here and tie this game up here in just a minute.
I've been known to ignore a rule or two in a blowout game. One receiver left, one right. Brown's going to hand the ball off and up the middle, and I mean just wrapped up immediately. Trying to find the number of the
27, Asa Leith, and sophomore.
And number 40 on the tackle, Elijah Gunn. No gain. Ball still spotted the 46, so it's 2nd and 10. Brown running onto the field now to give the play to his teammates. Break the huddle with one receiver left, one right. No time left on the play clock, and they can't ignore this one. That just took way too long. They're going to call, well, actually, Granger's called timeout. And we'll take a 30-second timeout with them. 5:59 to go in the game. Callaway 49, LaGrange 10. We'll be back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You are part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com. Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Sports Network.
Grangers come back onto the field. 49-10 is your score. Callaway Cavaliers with the lead. Got to wonder if Callaway's also making this a statement game, being the Grangers beat Heard County, and Callaway's in the same region as Heard County. Brown back to pass, intercepted. To the 40, to the 50, to the 40, assuming no flag, this is going to be a pick six. Number 23, Cameron Smith, and I don't see any flags. Interception returned for the touchdown. Cameron Smith with the interception return for the touchdown, and the extra point attempt. Snap, spot, kick, up, and good. 5:33 left to go in the game. It's Callaway 56 and LaGrange 10. We'll be back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. It's TOWD at Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new, updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rival vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Sign number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
5:15 left to go in the game. This clock is still running, interestingly enough. It's supposed to stop for the change of possession, but someone decided to go ahead and let the clock keep on running, and that's fine. It's 56-10.
That's the 10 o'clock rule. After 10 o'clock, it just keeps rolling. Got to get home for the wrap-up.
Yeah, I've got a 8 o'clock game in the morning. I need my beauty sleep. A little pooch kick fielded about the 35-yard line. Number 34 for LaGrange. That is Cole Crawford on the reception.
They need to put number 18 right back out there and let him throw a pass. That would be the best medicine for him right now. He had a good pass. The guy just stepped in front of it.
Granger's huddling. Now they're ready for play. Whistle blows. Inside of 4 minutes to go, trailing 56-10. One receiver left, one right. Brown waiting for the snap. Takes the snap. Instead, he's going to hand the ball off up the middle. About a 3-yard gain. Trying to get the number of the Patterson again, the freshman. He gets a little size on him. He gets a little strength on him. He may be pretty good. Three-yard gain to the 38. Second down. One receiver left, one receiver right. Brown takes the snap. There's the give once again. Fighting, pushing for every square inch up to the 40-yard line for a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 5. Inside of 3 minutes to go in this game. Then they'll break down the film. Or maybe burn the film. I've seen coaches do that.
Well,
they don't use film anymore, though, do they? One receiver left, one right. Brown takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's under some pressure, trying to roll out to the right, but 3 Cavaliers around him, and 2 more follow just in case he breaks free. And down Brown goes at the 35-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. 4th down.
I think Cole Crawford's going to punt this ball.
Yep. Standing at his own 20.
I think I'd do a fake.
Man, why not?
We put our left guard in motion. We'll use the last timeout.
1:32 to go. One last timeout. We'll take a 30-second break here. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagles Sports Network.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Rangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
1:32 left to go in the game. Callaway 56, LaGrange 10. LaGrange facing 4th and 10.
I'm just thinking about giving Coach Gibbs a break tonight after this after the game interview. I think we'll just kind of let it roll if that's all right with you, Mike.
I don't have a problem with that. Callaway Gibbs is the up back. High snap. Cole gets it and does a low.
I'm going to feel this one.
Squibbing rugby kick across the 35, rolling to the 32-yard line, where Callaway will have the ball 1st and 10 with a minute left to go exactly. Yeah, I'm in favor of that. I mean, Coach doesn't mind. He doesn't mind talking. He doesn't mind answering questions. He'll face the media.
Sure he will, but it's just
nah. No need this time.
I'm gonna interview Lee Richter after the game, and he's gonna give me the coach's assessment of the LaGrange College golf team today.
And you know what? They're just going to go ahead and call it. Let the clock run out.
That's the game.
That's your ball game with your final score. Callaway 56, LaGrange 10. We'll be back after this break to recap the second half. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Is here with all new updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Sign number 111569. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
56-10, your final score. The Callaway Cavaliers upending the Grangers. It was 28-3 at the half. LaGrange went 3 and out, punted the ball away, and then only 3 plays for the Callaway Cavaliers. A 56-yard run by Bigsby, setting up a 24-yard run, touchdown run by Bigsby. And it was 35-3 in 2-yard run for Bigsby, making the score 35-10. The Grangers would answer, though, a 68-yard drive going in 6 plays, a 32-yard touchdown run by Caleb Ross, and it was 35-10 in favor of the Cavaliers. But then it was all Callaway after that. A 65-yard drive in 2 plays, a 27-yard touchdown run by Bigsby, made the score 42-10. LaGrange had to punt the ball away. Then an 88-yard touchdown run by Dixon made it 49-10. The two teams exchanged punts. And then a pick 6 by Cameron Smith on the interception made the score 56-10. Callaway with the win, the big win over the Grangers. Now Callaway will ride that into Cross Keys, a very weak team out of Atlanta, perennially weak team. And so they should get an easy win there, and then they'll come back here to Callaway Stadium in 2 weeks to take on the Troop Tigers. The Grangers, they'll be taking on the Hampton Hornets right here next Saturday night at home. When we come back, we'll take a look at some scores around Region 5, and we'll do that after this break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange